going on? So here we are in the city, going to an activism event today. So it's going to be like a chalk drawing activism, and they're going to be showing some slaughterhouse footage in the city. So first things first, we've got a vegan burrito, and then we'll head over to the event. So let's do it. Here you go. Animal Holocaust. I'm loving it. Heart disease and cancer. Loving it. The animal cruelty. Loving it. Fuck that. Alright, so we got the people setting up here, holding the signs up. We got backup has arrived. He brought Whole Foods. Abdullah. So Abdullah, if the greatness of a nation can be judged on how its animals are treated, how do you reckon Australia measures up?
Not good.
On a scale of 1 to fucking 10.
We're landed shrimp and Barbie, bro.
I know.
That's our theme song, bro.
We're like
babe on a fucking Barbie, mate.
Eating baby lambs is like a tradition here.
It is actually. Every traditional holiday I can think of, even in my own family, it's like they cook lamb.
They cook babies.
That's what they do, dude.
Humans eat babies.
They do, bro. It's a fucked up world.
Fucked up world. Think of that, mate. Disturbed? That's Australia.
Is it?
Yeah, Australia. Yeah. So, if the greatness of a nation could be judged on how its animals are treated, how do you think Australia does? That's a... Yeah, so by buying meat, dairy and eggs, that's what you support. You pay those workers to do that to the animals, because it's a supply and demand, you know?
Yeah.
So
What's the answer?
Choose alternative fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, potatoes, beans, plant milks. You know, you can get meat substitutes. More ethical, healthier for you.
Yes.
It doesn't cause this suffering.
I only watch 5 seconds. You know?
And it can't. It's disturbing. They go through that their whole life. Thousands and thousands and thousands of animals every day. Just in Australia alone, and worldwide it's even worse.
I thought this is not in Australia. I thought this is not in Australia.
No, yeah, Australia, very bad. Even in Adelaide here, factory farms everywhere. Factory farms. Terrible. So what are your views on showing kids slaughterhouse footage?
I think it's absolutely crucial to do. I have a 6-year-old and he's seen this video, this 4-minute video, Thousand Eyes, and I prepared him beforehand. I talked to him about it. I said he can talk about his feelings afterwards, and when he watched it he was shocked and appalled, and now he really understands it. I think it's crueler to feed children stuff that they don't understand, or they don't get where it comes from or what it takes for it to be made. I think that's far worse than actually showing them and helping them understand.
Because if they knew what it was, they wouldn't want to eat it. Have you seen that scene in Hannibal, the movie Hannibal, where he's in the plane and he's feeding that kid the brains?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
This?
It looks good.
Oh, it is good.
Can I have some?
You're a very unusual boy, aren't you?
And the kid doesn't know what it is.
No.
It's human brains.
No.
It's on par with that.
Exactly the same.
How old are you, dude?
I'm 14.
14. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Probably not, no.
You haven't. Did you realise that's what happens in the meat and dairy industry?
No, I didn't.
You know that's happening in Australia on our doorstep?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Would that change your behaviour next time? Would you still eat bacon after watching that?
Probably.
Probably would?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't affect you at all?
It affected me a bit, but not
As in, like,
massively.
what they said over there, it's like what places they do that. As in, like, McDonald's there, they support, like, food like that, but it's not gonna, because there's other places that don't, they still treat animals bad, but it's not as bad.
So you feel like if they're treated a little bit better but still get their head chopped off, that's a little bit better? Would you like that treatment yourself?
No.
Well, why do you think it's okay to treat an animal like that? For a burger, for a sandwich?
It's because it tastes good. I'm sorry.
So is that justification if something tastes good?
No.
You know, like a rapist would say they have sex with ladies that don't want it because it feels good. Is that justification?
No.
So taste isn't a justification for murder?
Guess not.
This is a false fact.
It is
Oh,
a
really?
false fact. There's a new report out last week from the States proving that it was transport and not from animal emissions. I'm a livestock producer. I don't like hearing these things,
Oh, really?
and so I follow it up. So
You
they've actually
show us where
yeah,
you
well,
get
I'm
this.
trying to, but sadly I don't think I'll be
Apparently
able
it
to
was on
find it
Twitter,
quickly.
so
Do you know cow's methane is like
I know
a lot stronger than...
I'm an animal producer. I produce beef cattle, mate.
Okay.
I know a lot about it.
You produce beef cattle.
I produce beef cattle and I'm proud of it.
You're proud of killing animals for money?
Absolutely happy. I breed them to do that.
Would you do the same to human beings? You just think animals, because they're lower than us on the food scale?
I don't think they're lower than us. I'd eat human beings if we were allowed to farm them.
You would eat human beings?
Absolutely, if I needed to,
You'd kill human beings for money?
for money.
Is it all-
if
all
we
that?
needed to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what we do. We breed these animals specifically. We look after them extremely well. We handle them very carefully.
Very carefully.
Absolutely.
Have you seen the footage over there?
I have seen the footage. It's not
What do
filmed
you
in
define
Australia.
as,
Yes, it is. That was filmed in Australia, a lot of it in Adelaide.
Well,
It's an Australian, Aussie farms.
I go straight. I follow up my cattle through the chain, and I know they're not handled like that.
So what do you define as looking after your cattle well then?
Why don't you come and visit my farm, and then you
Do
find
they
out?
Are they in paddocks or?
They're in paddocks.
right?
They're in paddocks. They're on grass all the time.
Right.
Yeah, they are completely free ranging.
And how long do they live?
They live for about 2.5 years.
Okay. And do you know how long cows live in the wild?
Absolutely, yes.
For how long?
Yeah, yeah. But that's okay. These cows would have never been born if we weren't breeding them to eat. We would have never had them in the first
They would never be
place.
bolt
that's
gunned in the head either, if you don't breed them.
Yeah, and that's the quickest and most humane way to kill an animal.
And a human. If you bolt gun a human in the head, you go to jail for murder.
Yes,
Because it's inhumane to take animal's
but-
life that wants to live.
yeah, but you want to put humans and animals on exactly
What
the
about
same
a dog if I
footing.
did that to your dog at home?
It's humane. Is it humane to keep somebody suffering in a hospital that is dying from an incurable disease?
That's exactly what happens to animals.
Have you tried turning off one of those machines?
The animals are born into this industry,
Yes,
aren't
they are.
They don't have a
Absolutely.
choice.
They wouldn't.
And
So
they have no
So do
voice.
you have a choice to be born into a disrupted family? Do you have a choice to be in child abuse?
Do you have a choice not to enslave animals and murder them?
If you want to put it on the same footing as human beings, just look at how we look after human beings.
They are innocent beings.
They're innocent. Animals are innocent.
If you're allowed to draw, then I'm allowed to draw.
We'll go to Kmart or whatever and buy your own.
But don't go around stuff.
Oh, I was going to add a very nice positive message.
What message was that going to be?
Makes you happy. Eating meat makes you happy.
Gives you cancer too, heart disease, diabetes.
So do lots of things.
Like what?
Breathing this-
Name one.
Breathing this air can be
No, it
giving you
doesn't give you heart
cancer.
disease. Saturated fat and cholesterol from animal products kill those who eat animals. It's
Actually,
like karma.
if you read the science,
We have read the
is
science.
showing that animal fats is actually a lot worse, a lot better for you.
Who said that bacon's good for you now?
How about all the organic,
Go to any doctor and there's more
hydrocarbons
cholesterol
that
in
you're
it.
eating from polyunsaturated fats?
What about the hydrocyclic amines in burnt animal flesh? Look up that, HCAs.
What about all the petroleum products you're wearing?
Oh yeah, I killed an animal to get my t-shirt. Okay, so that lady that I was having a heated discussion with was a farmer. She was a farmer. She's a beef farmer. And she thought that, so they've written on the floor here, animal agriculture is a leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions. She thought that was false. And she was trying to produce she was trying to get some data on her phone to show that that was a false claim. And she didn't like that these activists out here were speaking the truth. So murdering and enslaving animals is farmers' livelihood. So you threaten that by showing people how they're treated. Farmers don't like that, do they?
I love it.